I'm Sofia Lövgren and I've been a poker player for 15 years. I've lived and traveled all around the world in order to play the best games. Some people believe there are only tells in live poker, but the fact is there's also a lot you can get from online poker too. Here are 5 tips to spot and understand online tells. Tip number 1. When a player is bluffing or has a weak hand, they usually don't want to look hesitant. The first rule of tells is a strong player will try to act weak and a weak player will try to look strong. So when a player is taking a long pause and then raise, that often means they have a strong hand. Tip number 2. Watch out for the quick calls and checks. When you see a player make a super fast call, that can often mean they are on a draw and they want to see another card. When a player is slow playing a monster, they probably don't want to look strong, so they won't make an insta-call. A super fast check can mean the same thing. They just had the auto check box clicked in because they had a weak hand and they're just hoping to see a free card. Bet and take down the pot right there. Tip number 3. Watch how fast they make their bets. If a player suddenly makes a super fast bet when they usually take a bit more time with it, that can often mean weakness. Remember, weak player might try to look strong. If they are making a show of strength that doesn't match with their usual speed of play, that can mean they want you to fold, so there's a stronger chance they are bluffing. Tip number 4. Don't fall for the long pause. The long pause can be a bit of a Hollywood, so don't fall for it. Tip number 5. Watch the chat box. We have all seen players who have had a bad few rounds suddenly start typing up a storm in the chat box. Maybe they are venting their frustration at someone's bad call or upset about a bad beat. Watch the chat box to see who's on tilt, because they could soon be showing with any 2 cards, and be ready to call him down lighter. Remember, the problem with taking these as rules is that they are well known among good players, and they will sometimes do the opposite just to bluff you. As long as you consider this, reading online tells should be an important part of your game. What is your favorite tell to spot? Leave it in the comments below.